My name is Matt Fitzgerald. I'm going to tell you a story this afternoon about dancing at Irish festivals, and it's about an Irish dance. It's about an Irish dance called the Siege of Ennis. I had attended an Irish festival maybe 25, 30 years ago when I wore a younger man's clothes. And at that particular time, I almost went Irish dancing every weekend. But this festival was over in Hunter Mountain, not too far from here. And I paid my fee, went into the festival grounds, and did what everybody else did at the beginning. I went to the merchandise tables, saw that there was nothing there new. I must have bought these places out, years ago or months ago at the very least. I stopped at one of the concession stands and, of course, had a sandwich, or as we said in the Bronx, a sandwich. And then I stopped for a drink. Of course, I had a glass of beer, a root beer, that is. So then from the concession stand, I went over to a dance tent, a traditional Irish dance tent, and the featured artist of the day was a man by the name of Paddy Noonan. And I no sooner step inside the tent than Paddy Noonan from the stage says, "Okay, folks, get ready. We're going to do the Siege of Ennis. Get your partners." So I look around to see who I can grab, and there's a fella over there waving to me, "Hey, Matt, come on over here, come on over here." So I go over, he's there with his wife, and he's there with his sister. I get introduced to the sister. Now, the way the dance works is, it's four people facing four people. And if I'm going in this direction, it's boy, girl, and the opposite number facing you. And there are a couple of maneuvers that you take while you're in those positions, and then the line keeps continuing. So you start here at the beginning of the dance, and I'll just give you a brief about the steps. But you wind up maybe a block and a half away at the end of the dance. It depends on how long they're playing the music, how much stamina we have in lasting for the dance. But the way the steps work is basically this. You joined at the hands, four people facing them. And you do what they call advancing and retiring. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you come back, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you do it again. And you approach the people. Then when you come back for the second retire, both couples switch. So the couple on the left, which is my group, we do 7 steps to the right, 7 steps back. And, so we're switching. So eventually I come back to my regular position. And then we do the advance and retire again. But this time we only do it once. Because after that advancing and retiring, you swing the person opposite you. So you grab the girl by the waist, she grabs you by the waist, and for a count of 16, you circle around. And after the 16 bars or count is done, then you let go, you return back to your position, you advance and retire once, and then you advance and go through those 4 people. So now that you got 4 more people that you're dancing with, and that's the way the entire dance goes. Well, I forgot to tell you that before I went into the tent, I had noticed a woman strolling around the festival grounds. She happened to be a blonde. Do we still use that term, buxom blonde? Okay. Now, I'm partial, or at least at that time, was partial to blondes. And I had saw this gal walking around the festival grounds, and she had on the cutest or the loveliest flowered frock. Do we use that word still, frock? Okay. And she also has a matching parasol. So she's got a little bit of a hat on, the parasol and the frock match, and she's walking around twirling. Now, I'm looking at her from a distance, so I'm not really getting an up-close view. But what I did notice was, as we were getting ready to dance, there she is. At the end of the hall. I'm going to dance with her sometime this afternoon. So, but you got to pay attention to the steps, the 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 16 bars. So your concentration is really on the dance steps, not necessarily on any person. But the one thing I do know, I'm getting closer, and I'm getting closer. So pretty soon I'll be dancing with this woman. So finally, it comes our turn. She's opposite me. But again, I'm not looking too closely at her because I got to pay attention to my 7s and my 3s and my 16 counts and all that kind of stuff and listen to the music. So we do the advance and retire, the advance and retire. slip sides, advance and retire, and now we're going in for the kill. I reach my hands out to swing her. I've never seen a person with hairier knuckles and hairier forearms in all my life. And then when I tried to swing her, it was like swinging a tree trunk. And Patty Noonan says, "Stop the music. You're doing it all wrong. We got to start all over again. Keep your same partner." And that's my story on the day I danced with the cross-dresser at the Hunter Mountain Irish Festival.